Chelsea won, Brentford 4. It was bound to happen, wasn't it? Protest, poor performance, and to make things worse, we're dragged into a top 4 race. We're absolutely dragged into a top 4 race. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and on days like this, it's hard not to be reactionary. It's hard not to come on here, shout, yell, and get absolutely infuriated. But at the same time, we need to remember the bigger picture. This is one game, just 3 points lost. But don't worry, I am going to give you guys a lot of frustrations because I am infuriated. The good, the bad, and the downright ugly coming your way. And I promise you there's only 2 good things because nothing was good about today's performance. Absolutely pathetic. Before we get started, it means the world to me when you lot do this. Hit the like button in the comments below. Let me know what number like you were. If you were number 5, let me know in the comments that you were number 5. It goes a long way. YouTube loves it. I love it. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. You know you get all the best views here. Honest, unfiltered views. Let's get in with this rematch. The downright ugly. Number 1, Thomas Tuchel's selection today. Tommy, what are you doing? Tommy, on behalf of all Chelsea fans, I need to ask you, what have you been doing today? Because there was no need to have such a B team out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Marcos Alonso, Azpilicueta started. Timo Werner started. Why are we doing this? Why are we going to a 4 at the back against a team that is going to give us high energy, high athleticism, but you're going for the B tier players? We know we don't do well after an international break. We know there's off the field politics going on with the protests, yet we still revert to changing stuff. Keep a good, confident team on. Where is Christian Pulisic today? The guy is flying. The guy has become Captain America. Why has he not played football for Chelsea Football Club today? I don't understand. I really don't. Bruh, number 2, what is Marcos Alonso doing? Straight away when I saw him play today. Within the first 10 minutes, Ivan Toney could have had a hat-trick, by the way. There was a mistake from Mendy that ultimately came from Marcos Alonso. Cross comes in, he scuffs it in his own box, then he gives the ball away, and then he plays Mendy into trouble. And that's why Mendy gave it to Marcos Alonso. Everything is a catalyst, right? There's a catalyst to everything. Marcos Alonso is the catalyst to our controversy, to our downfall, and Marcos Alonso should never wear a Chelsea top again. The one thing Frank Lampard did well as a manager was isolate Alonso. Alonso is a terrible, terrible footballer. He slows us down in every single way that we attack, and he just absolutely infuriates me. I can't wait till his contract terminates. I will celebrate that as much as I've celebrated us winning the Champions League. I hate that player. I absolutely despise the way he plays football. Let me tell you guys one thing. There's one difference between us and footballers, right? Confidence and ability. But I'm telling you right now, Timo Werner has as much ability on the ball as I do. And it's very worrying, by the way, that he does. Because this man is pathetic on the ball. There were so many instances today where I questioned why he's even a professional footballer. There was one where he's got the ball, out-muscled easily. You're meant to be a physical specimen and be able to get away from defenders. Can't do that. His confidence is too low in the first half. There was other occasions. Pushed off the ball like a fly. Bro, hit the gym a bit. Please, go work on your legs and learn how to control your center of gravity. Have some upper body strength to hold off some defenders' punishment. Pathetic pass. Kai Havertz plays him through one-on-one. His touch is pathetic. Scuffs the ball. Very lazy player. All he does is do running sprints for a living. He's a sprinter. He is not a footballer, and I need him out of my club as well. I can't wait. This performance knocked that £33 million transfer tag down to 20 for me. Pathetic. Another ugly and the final ugly, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Big man, what is going on? What is going on with your performance today? I went on Twitter this morning and I said this, right? From the outright. I said, you know what? Ruben's nowhere near as bad as people make him out to be. I'm in the minority. I think he's a good player. Bruh, do I not look like I got egg on my face right now? Do I need to wipe it off my face? Because what Ruben done today was pathetic. And I will explain to you why. It wasn't the individualism that was pathetic. It was, number 1, you go 1-0 ahead. You need to be switched on. Ruben does not win his 50-50. CDM, you have to win your 50-50s. This is a regular occurrence with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Flat-footed, doesn't read the game, loses out on the ball, they score a world. The third goal. Where was Ruben? The nonchalant jogging style of this man infuriated me. He was jogging back like, I'm telling you, we're not losing the game. He's jogging back like he's doing a Burberry commercial. Big man, I need you to be better on the ball. Sometimes drive it, take a shot. Have some urgency in your play. Not everything is meant to be slow and contained. The problem with Ruben is, I think he still feels, because he's one of the most technically gifted players with the ball at his feet, everyone needs to play at his tempo. You're in the Premier League. It doesn't work like that. You need to up your tempo. And there's a reason why Ruben will forever remain a fourth choice Chelsea midfielder. He will never move on to become a starter at Chelsea Football Club. I'm not saying he's terrible, but I'm saying he's not Chelsea starting caliber. And it's frustrating because Chelsea today should have beat Brentford. But the performance, the standard of play was pathetic, boring, lethargic, and Ruben summed it up. The bad. Edouard Mendy, one problem is, when we set you up to be world class and one of the world's best, we have certain standards. His performance today was poor. The kicking, poor. The third goal. How are you getting chipped from that angle? You got a hand to it, it has to be a stronger hand. But you can't commit so poorly. I understand there's mistakes in front of you and you're being exposed, but you need to be better, and I need this to be a wake-up call before the Ala Madrid game, because if we play like this against Real Madrid, we're getting piped. We're absolutely losing and we're going to get humiliated. This performance was disgusting. It was reminiscent of that West Brom game, and Mendy would not colour himself in any glory today. He was just as poor as everyone else. Mason Mount is a divisive figure, and after today's performance, I understand why. Mason Mount, the one criticism a lot of people have for him is he's not good enough to be in the front three. He's not productive enough. Put him in the midfield three, he will flourish. Well, he was in the midfield three today. Did you see him? No, he was anonymous. Did you see him get control of the ball? No, none of that. Tactically inept. He was not instructed well enough today. And if he was, he didn't understand those instructions. And corner kicks, it's a dead ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 10 corners nearly in this game. I don't remember a single corner where Mason Mount actually delivered the ball elegantly or effectively. Poor delivery. Why is he on corner kick? After the fourth one, Hakim, take the ball off him and say, big man, get off this. I'll do this. I'll handle this myself. Because I don't understand what we are doing here. If it's not his day, it's not his day. Please, for the love of God, for the love of me, bro, you lot, just take him out, bro. I'm losing my hair. It's frustrating. Another bad. This team's urgency on the ball. The first half was a passenger's play. Terrible football in the first half. No chances created. Brentford were a clear team. Absolutely bullied us, and this is the issue. They were bullying us. They were the better team consistently. They were attacking us, pressing us highly, and we were making mistakes. And for me, this is not going to work in the long run. Chelsea need to absolutely go with the attack. They need to be on the front foot. They need to dictate the ball, move it quickly. They weren't doing that. It was slow, it was nonchalant, and they only started to play after Rudiger scored and we conceded the 3 goals. Like, it makes no sense. What are you doing? Come on, man, for crying out loud, wake up. The final bad. And this one really frustrates me because we're dragged into a top 4 race. I understand we're 8 points clear of Manchester United, who've played the same amount of games. I think we're 9 points clear of Tottenham. And for me, what does this entail? This means that Chelsea Football Club all of a sudden can't be resting players. They can't be looking after their players and saying, you know what? We're going to need to go and attack Real Madrid and concentrate on the Champions League, concentrate on the FA Cup. Now all of a sudden we're going to be concentrating on the league. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I think it's a bad thing because we need to be switched on. We need to hit 80 points this year. We need to be switched on and we need to make progress from last year. And sadly, I don't see the progress if we don't hit that 80-point barrier. So it's frustrating. It is what it is. Let's get into some good things because we need it. Tony Rudiger finally scored a goal. And that goal was marvellous, right? When I say finally, I mean from long distance. That goal was absolute beauty. His celebration epitomized what he is to this team. He's the character, he's the attitude, and he is a leader of this team. And for me, what was frustrating is that they only allowed me to enjoy it for 15 seconds because afterwards their performance was all terrible. It was shocking. But one thing I can take away from this is he's staying. Once we get new owners, he is going to stay. There is no way he's going to be leaving. He loves Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel loves him. He will be staying. And I saw an interview where they basically called him Teach us Pep. The German contingent. And for me, this is very important that Chelsea maintain him and it works out. It's integral he stays. The final good, and it was Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is a player that's coming of age, and today he missed some chances, but you know what? He made a lot of chances for himself just by sheer movement. There was one way he scored, it was a handball, there was the header, and there was the one-on-one. On another day, he makes that 3-3. On another day, he makes a 3-2, and we go on to win that game, most probably from that position. But he didn't take him. For me, it's refreshing to see a player get that many chances for Chelsea Football Club. So it tells me the system isn't broken. It tells me that you just need intelligent players with intelligent movement. At this moment in time, Kai should have finished those chances, but I'm glad he's getting those chances. Because on another day, he bangs them in. And strikers miss. And I never have an issue with them missing numerous chances if the chances keep coming. So this was the Kavkas View. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Apologies, bros. I know we missed the Get Football, but this ain't the way to come back. But remember, this is reminiscent of that West Brom game last year. We will be fine. We will be fine. See you later.